there's a lot of confusion around whole grain products because they're somewhat difficult to spot in the grocery store. So that's why I thought I'd talk about this today. So what a whole grain is, it's important to understand that when you're purchasing a product that has whole grain flour, they use the entire grain. And that is important because there are three parts to a whole grain: the bran, the endosperm, and the germ. The bran is the outer shell that has the fiber, it's got the cancer fighters, it's got some B vitamins. The germ in the center is where the healthy fat lies. We've got some B vitamins again, some protein, and the endosperm is the starchy part in the middle. The endosperm is the part that is used to make white flour. The bran and germ are removed, as well as the health benefits. So that's why it's important when you're looking for products, you'd like to find products that are made of whole grain if you can. So some questions come up. How do I spot one in the grocery store? Well, it's a little bit confusing because there are several different ways products are labeled. One of the easiest ways is to look for products like this bread where it says 100% whole wheat, 100% whole grain, 100% whole on the front of the package. However, you won't always see that, so that's why we can't always spot whole grain so easily. For instance, if I look at this product from Walmart, it says whole wheat penne, high in fiber, whole wheat macaroni product. Even on the bottom of the package, it says there's 56 grams of whole grains per serving, but nowhere does it say it's 100%. So you have to look towards the ingredients list. And in this particular product, it says right in the ingredients list, the only thing in this product is whole wheat flour. So this is a 100% whole grain product. Now, it gets a little more confusing when there are multiple ingredients in a product. So, for instance, this Kashi blueberry waffles, on the front of the package, it says 23 grams of whole grains per serving. So, what does that mean? Well, you don't know what it means until you flip over the package and look at the ingredients list. And so I can see here the first ingredient is water. The second ingredient is whole wheat flour. Now, ingredients on an ingredients list are listed in the order of predominance, so it's safe to say that probably this product has a lot of whole grains. But I read down the list. Blueberries are next. Kashi 7 whole grain flour is the fourth ingredient, so that's another whole grain. But when I get farther down the list, I start seeing some refined flour. So that would be oats. It doesn't say whole oats, it just says oats. So I have to assume those are not whole oats, those are refined. Expeller pressed canola oil, that's not even a whole grain. Ground flaxseed. And we get farther down the list and we see a word cracked grain flour. When you see words like cracked grain, when you see words like enriched, those are not whole grain. So what I can tell from this product is that it does have 23 grams of whole grains per serving. I can kind of assume, since whole wheat flour is second on the list, that this has a good amount of whole grain in it. There is one other method that you may see in the grocery store, and some food manufacturers have chosen to pay to get the whole grain stamp put on their product. This does definitely help weed out what's a whole grain and what's not. So if you see 100% whole grain, if you see that stamp, that means all the grains in the product are made from whole grain flour. If you see the 50% plus, that means that at least 50% of the grains in the particular product are whole grains. And if you see the whole grain stamp, that means that there are some whole grains, but a smaller amount. So that's one way that you can spot some whole grains in the grocery store. It can be a little bit of a confusing subject. One of the easiest ways to get whole grains is to simply eat plain quinoa, plain rice, steel-cut oatmeal. Those for sure you know are whole grain because it's very obvious that's all you're eating is the whole grain. It's not processed. So that's a little bit of information to help you make better choices. That's it for today's program. For Mind, Body, and Spirit, I'm Karen Kawolics, reminding you to get moving, stay positive, and eat more whole food. We will see you next time.